Listen to this. Another 27 children hospitalized by eating this nonsense. Listen to this.
Yes, there's a lot of animosity, between the parents and the school, as it were. We've interacted with the school just to get, confirmation of the numbers. Children that are affected is 27.
We're being called names by illegal people in this country who want to take over our country. They must go back to their own country and go fix their country and go make their country work. Because this is enough. We cannot tolerate your nonsense in this country. How many kids, guys, let me play you some of these videos. I'm going to play you old videos and new videos. Let me play you these videos.
Those are the proceedings there coming out of Soweto. Let's bring you this now, as the mass funeral service for the 5 children who died over the weekend is currently underway. It continues to happen this moment, as you can see there on the screen. Now, the deaths of the children aged between 6 and 10 has prompted disgruntled residents to close a number of Spaza shops in the area. Now, residents believe the snacks that the children bought from the Spaza shop may have been poisoned. SABC News reporter Puseletso Mokoena is on standby inside the Naledi Community Hall covering the story.
And we have people like Bo Julius who say legalize illegal foreigners. Ask yourself, how many are still coming? And when are you going to stop legalizing these people in our country? Should we follow what is Julius saying? You are causing more problems to this country because of things that you talk on social media. If you want to be the president of Africa, go stay there in Nigeria and go be the president of Nigeria. They need a president like you. They love you so much in Nigeria. Go be the president. Go save the people. If you think you'll save Africa, go to Nigeria and go save Nigeria and become the president of Nigeria and see if you'll be welcome there. All these things. This is South Africa has the highest crime. Who are the people committing these crimes in our country? When the stats comes out, who are the people committing crime in this country? Who are the people committing crime in this country? And we must sit here and watch all this nonsense, our country getting destroyed. We don't have another country. We need to clean up this country.
Joining us for more on the stories, SABC News reporter Calvin Hlulani. Calvin, good afternoon. You went to 2 specific homes. You went to a home in Alexandra. You also went to a home in Katlehong where 2 children actually passed on. Let's start with your visit to the home in Alexandra. What did the family have to say on the passing of 10-year-old Lesedi?
Good afternoon to you, colleague. Good afternoon to the viewers at home. Yes, indeed, you are spot on. We went to Alexandra Township early at around 7 a.m. We were there camping outside. We managed to speak to the father. That would be Mr. Joshua. He spoke to us and told us that he is devastated. They are planning a burial of the 10-year-old. And he confirmed to SABC News that they are going to Beggarsford in Mpumalanga to bury, in Limpopo rather, to bury their child.
Mm-hmm. And what exactly are the circumstances surrounding this particular incident? Because Lesedi consumed snacks on Saturday, we understand. What is the story there?
We were told that Lesedi went to buy snacks in the nearest shop, in the local shop, and then when she came back, she realized that those snacks were smelly, and then she ate.
We need Operation Dudula. Operation Dudula should be in every town, every city, every village, every province. Because we cannot allow this to happen. We cannot allow these things to happen. Because our government is doing nothing. How many years have you been complaining about this? Same thing. And all these countries that we are deporting all these people back, if Nigerian embassy or Mozambican embassy or Zimbabwean embassy or Pakistan embassy or whatever embassy that we are deporting the people must pay for those people. South African has no money to waste. If they don't pay, we need to close the embassy here in South Africa. What good relationship do we need with criminals? What good relationship do we need with criminals? We don't go to these countries and cause havoc into their countries. All of these illegal Spaza shop, we are calling for total shutdown. Total shutdown. We're calling for total shutdown. Even with the suppliers, total shutdown. Because Mr. President, he does not want to call it a total shutdown, because it should not be happening. This is a state of emergency. We don't even need 2 children to die. 1 is enough. How many children have been dying? And you are doing nothing. This government, the people that the children are dying, it is time you take this government to court. Because it is their responsibility to stop these illegal foreigners. Because should they kick all these illegal foreigners out of this country, these things which would not have happened to your child, it is time you take these people to court. It is time we call a spade, because we cannot tolerate nonsense like this. Skatele, we are tired. We are tired of your nonsense. Somebody must call you out. Somebody must call you out. Some of you are sitting and eating with these illegal foreigners. They're coming and pay in your office to be here in South Africa. And I'm not saying all of you. Some of you are sitting there and you know who I'm talking to. I'm talking to you who are taking those bribes, who are taking that money every month. You're going to those shops and going to collect. This rubbish must stop. Mr. President, we're calling for you to start acting on these corrupt people that you have hired.
Accused of killing multiple women, the suspected serial killer, whose alleged killing spree was uncovered through one of the victims' mobile phone, appeared for the second time in court, this time facing several counts of murder and kidnapping. Temba Prince William Dube, speaking in isiNdebele, initially refused the assistance of legal aid attorneys.
Last weekend, when they called us, they found some dead bodies around the Blood River, somewhere around behind the shoe industrial section that side. And then is where we found, the police found the dead bodies, and it's like they are burnt to ashes. We went to the forensic government mortuary and then to identify, but the bodies were really bad.
Those who are illegal should not find it easy to just walk through our borders. Just listen to the number of women who were killed by an illegal. How many more, in how many other courts would you have who would have died for nothing by people who don't have anything to themselves except, say, to kill the harmless?
They are here already. You go and put them in Lindela. With our state money, which you are saying it's supposed to buy medicine, we pay buses, we take them back. They come back the following day, not next week.
So what would be your solution as the EFF?
The solution is let's go and document these people.
So don't deport them, rather find a way to formalize them.
We need to document them, because whether you like it or not, my brother, they are here.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending what time you're watching this video. My name is Hlulani, the Tsonga Prince from South Africa. So I know, guys, I just want to start by making an apology. I know I've not been here on the street of YouTube for a very long time, almost over a month, doing some couple of things that happens in between me not posting any video, but I am back here. I'll be posting more videos as usual, but I just want to apologize to my fans wherever you are across the world. You could be watching me in Europe, you could be watching me in Asia, you could be watching me in Africa, you could be watching me in South America, you could be watching me in North America, you could be watching me anywhere around the world. I just want to say I am sorry that I did not post content for the past 1 month. Yeah, I was so busy with so many work. I had a project that I was doing that really took all of my time for the whole month. But I am back here. The job, it is done. Not almost 100% done, but I'm almost done actually, yeah. So I can able to post some of my videos and continue as usual. But yeah, I know I've been away from for a very long time, but I have been watching what has been happening online, what's been happening in our country. And yeah, every time when I saw news coming out, unfortunately my hands were tied. I couldn't make videos, but I just want to assure you that I am back here. And those who thought maybe I am gone, your ancestors, they are not on duty. That's what I can tell you, that I am back here to defend my country. I am yeah, unfortunately, yeah, things have been happening. I've been watching, I don't want to lie to you, I've been watching and I've been sitting just at the edge of my seat. Then when am I going to make a video? Because whatever has been happening, I don't want to lie to you, it's been heartbreaking to see our country be in the state where we are. My question is this to our president, also to our leaders. Why are we not calling for a state of emergency? Because this is what is happening to our country. It's unacceptable. We've been crying for this. We've been called names. We've been called xenophobic. We've been called, you can call us whatever names you want to call us. Let me tell you, I'm one of the person that I don't care what you call me. You can call me as much name as you want, but we'll keep on fighting for this country. We've been fighting for this country, for these illegal people who are coming to our country to come and destroy our country. And because when we come here and defend our country, we're being called xenophobic. But let me tell you, we are not going to stop defending our country, because we know that you want our country to look like your country. Our country will not accept it to be like your country. You ran away from your country because you want to come and destroy our country. It won't happen. It won't happen when we are still alive. My question is this: to those leaders of this country and to those who are saying they care for this country, how many children are we going to watch and die in front of our eyes before we can call this a state of emergency? How many children are going to die in front of our eyes before the president of this country, before our president and the rest of the leaders of this country gonna start calling this a state of emergency? Because this is a state of emergency. That's what we've been fighting and fighting and fighting. We don't want illegal foreigners. I've got a couple of videos that I have to, some are old videos that I want to line up here. Because for those uneducated hooligans, idiots, especially those who are coming from Nigeria, I don't want to lie to you. We are tired. We are tired. We are tired. Look, guys, today I am going to not sugarcoat it. I don't want to lie to you. We are tired of this couple of countries. We are tired of Nigeria. We are tired of the illegal Pakistan in our country. And don't get me wrong, we're not saying we're not welcoming Pakistan and Nigerians as a country. We're saying all those illegal Nigerians and Pakistan and Ethiopians and Zimbabwean and Mozambicans that are coming to our country to destroy our country. We're going to stand united as South African to say enough, it's enough. Enough, it's enough. We can't sit here, guys, and be talking about same thing over and over and over. Let us act now. It is now. We've got laws in this country. We've got a constitution that we just have to implement our laws in this country. Those who are coming here to hate us but will keep on fighting for our country. Your country, it's a rubbish country, and you want our country to be like your country. We are not going to be like your country, a lawless countries like your countries. We know. And let me tell you something. I'm not trying to defend Mozambique and Zimbabweans. They don't have the big mouths here. We do have those who are coming here to talk nonsense. But the big mouth is the people who are coming from that Nigeria country to come when we defend our country. They don't have a country. They've got the weakest currency in Africa. But they call themselves the giant of Africa. The country that it has the weakest currency in Africa, is the country. There's nothing going on in the country. When we come and defend our country, we're being called xenophobic. Let me tell you, I just want to warn you, all Nigerians, we are not scared of you. We are not scared of your intimidations. We are not scared of your talk with nothing. You've got nothing to show. You've got nothing to show, but you come to this street and come and lie about our country. You come and defame our country. But we are here to defend our country. Guys, let me start with these videos. I want to start with these videos. I know I've been away for a very long time, but let me tell you, I've been watching and watching and watching, and I could not wait to come back to YouTube. Because what is happening to our country, it should not happen to any country around the world. What this country is tolerating, no country in the world should allow this abuse. Look, I don't want to lie to you. I am happy that Trump is back in their office. Because I know he's going to be called all this name when he tries to clean up his country. When Trump cleans up his country, I know he's going to be called names. But let me tell you, today it's not about America. Today it's not about any other country. It's about our country that we need to defend. Our children are dying every day. And our leaders, my question is this: where is the GNU? Where is the EFF? I've never even heard the EFF. We know what the EFF stands for. Not even single day and came out to come and call out these people who are doing this rubbish in our country. Because people like Julius and his party, they are the people who are causing this problem in this country. Because, let me tell you, he has been preaching that all these illegal foreigners in this country must be documented. The same people who are killing our people, who are killing our children, must be documented. That's what EFF and Julius stand for. That's why you will never see him come out in this platform to call them out, to kick them out. He has big mouth to call South African lazy. He has big mouth to call South African names. Sometimes I sit and ask myself, I know he's been saying he does not know. I don't want to put his father here, but I know he's been saying that he does not know his father. Sometimes I feel like he's lying to us. He knows exactly who his father. He knows exactly where his DNA belongs to. Because what he's doing and what the things that he's doing to this country. Because let me tell you, people like him, if they were not coming to this street, preaching the message they're preaching, some of these things will not be happening. I'm not saying entirely it will not happen, but I can promise you, he is part of the problem. He is part of the problem, himself and the EFF. I'm going to play a couple of the videos before we go anywhere further. I'm going to play some of his videos. Some of them I've already played them before. But we pray that his messaging that is spreading, he can start to see. These people are coming to this country and doing nonsense. It is because, some of them is because of him. I'm not taking the entirely blame on him. The ANC government have failed us too. The ANC government have failed us too. This GNU, sometimes I'm sitting myself, I'm asking, for example, where is the DA? The DA is busy fighting for something else. Bella, Bill, whatever. When our children are dying, you have never seen DA. We are on our own. For those who, to be honest, I'm starting not to like these GNU things that is happening to this country. And I'm not saying ANC has been doing better. But to the people that are in government have nothing to say what is happening to our black children in South Africa that are dying because of fake goods and expired food. They are saying nothing. They are doing nothing. They are busy marching for Bella Bill. When our children are dying, it is not important to them. And I ask myself again, who are the black people voting for this DA? To be honest, during this time, we do see the ANC visible, but I don't see many other parties. I don't see many other parties. We don't see them. And we must sit here and say it is as business as usual. We cannot sit here and allow this nonsense to happen in our country. It is time, we, the people of this country, to stand up and defend our country and protect our children. We cannot sit here and watch our children die every day. Our children are dying every day. Because of these Spaza shops that are illegal in our country, because of this expired food they're selling into this country. We need to find out who is this supplier of these people. As South Africans, we need to start calling for all total shutdown of all Spaza shop and also to the suppliers to this Spaza shop. Total shutdown. Guys, we need to have total shutdown on all this illegal Spaza shop in our country. We are requesting for total shutdown. If the government does not shut down all this Spaza shop, we, the people of this country, who are suffering, our children are dying, we need to take actions. We cannot sit here and watch them destroy our country. When our leaders come here and speak the bombastic English, the English that we don't even understand what they're talking about, there are people there in Alexandra, Minister of Health, you come here with your bombastic English, your fancy English, that none of these people there in Soweto, in Alexandra, around, across our country, don't even understand what you're talking about. You come here with your medical terms and things. You don't know what you're talking about. You have not found out. We've been complaining for many years about this poison food. You have not even found out who's responsible for this up to today. And you call yourself Minister of Health. Every time you come here with your bombastic English, speaking medical terms that nobody understands what you're talking about. And we must sit here and say, yes, it's whatever you are saying, it is the cause of this death. You are saying nothing. You are doing nothing. I don't understand why our government are not taking action against these hooligans that are coming here to destroy our country. We cannot sit here and allow these people to come and destroy our country. How many children must die? How many children must die? Some of them are closing the shops and running away. We're saying we are tired of these illegal foreigners in our country. Illegal Zimbabwean, illegal Mozambican, illegal Pakistan, illegal Nigerians. Anybody, does not matter, brown, white, colored, whatever color you are, if you are in this country illegal, you must forsake. We are tired of your nonsense in this country. This country is being taken for a ride by illegal foreigners. This country has been hijacked by illegal foreigners. If we come here and speak, we are called xenophobic. If we come here and protect our country, we are called xenophobic. Look at what Poland is doing. Anybody comes to Poland as we speak right now, you will be shot and dead. They're not going to play with you. Those soldiers, they're waiting for you. That is the same mentality that South Africa need to apply. There's no time that our soldiers in the borders should be negotiating with these people when they're crossing our borders. We should apply what this Poland is doing. Poland is, they say, if you cross that border, if you're going to come to their country illegally, they're going to shoot you and die immediately. Why are we not doing the same thing? I've seen soldiers trying to negotiate with these people. They push them back. Within 4 hours, they're back again, trying the same thing. Let me tell you, if our country is serious about this matter, we'll change some of the laws in the constitution as soon as yesterday. You come to this country illegal. If they catch you, we should chop them. Chop their fingers, chop their legs and return them back. Chop their fingers, chop their hands, return them back to where they're coming from. They will not come back here. Chop their legs, we'll see how they're gonna, we should take them back after chopping their legs. We need to change our constitution. If you come to this country illegally, our law should allow, we should allow our law to chop the legs. Look at what most the Arabic countries are doing. The Arabic, I know they're going to twist this video. Twist it as much as you want. Look at what the Arabic countries are doing. You don't take nonsense into those countries. There is no illegal Nigerians who dare enter the Arabic countries illegally. There is no Zimbabwean or Mozambican dare to enter the Arabic country because you know what they're going to do to you. These things, it is easy to solve the problem that South African is facing. Change the laws, implement the laws. We cannot sit here and still be suffering. 2024 about something. For how many years are we going to start? We're going to keep on complaining about something. We need to appeal. We need to look good in the face of the world. When we've got laws here, follow the laws. We need to be polite to people who comes to this country and destroy our country. How does that work? We need to be nice to the people who comes to this country and destroy our country. How does it work? We need to put illegal foreigners first before we put our own people, before we put our own children. How does it work? Our government is very lenient. Our government need to stop this nonsense. We've got laws in this country. Even the laws that we have, if those laws are implemented, this nonsense, 70 to 80% of this problem will disappear. Add new additional laws. You cross these borders of ours illegally, there's high consequences that you must face. Our soldiers there in the borders, you cannot carry an M4 and don't use it if you are faced with terrorists. We cannot allow. What are they doing with those M4 and the AK-47 in those borders if they are not being utilized? What are they doing with those things? We cannot negotiate because it's not like these people, they don't know what they're doing. There is no war in Zimbabwe. There is no war in Mozambique. There is no war in all of these countries that are running to this country. If there's war in Ethiopia, they must go to the nearest country. The nearest country is not South Africa. If there's war in Pakistan, they must go to the nearest country. The nearest country is not South Africa. If there's a war in Nigeria, they must go to the nearest country. South Africa is not the nearest country. We don't have anybody in our borders as we speak right now that are going through war. So we should not have any illegal foreigners in this country. What are they running away from? What are they running away from? They must go fix their country and stop running away from their country. They must go fix their country and stop running away from their country. This is nonsense. This is nonsense. We should not accept such things like this. We should not accept such things like this. Our children are dying every day. And the only things that we do is we must be polite to them. When they're not polite to us, we must not close the shop, but they can destroy our kids. Our kids can die. And our president is sitting there. And DA, the government, this GNU is sitting. I'm sick and tired of this DA who says nothing all the time when black South Africans are suffering. And I don't understand, if you're a black South African, why are you voting for this DA? Look at what's happening now. What have they done? What have DA done since our children have been dying? Have you ever seen any DA person speaking about this matter? Have you seen? Please show me that person. This GNU is useless. This GNU is getting in my nerve. And Mr. President, I promise you, if you don't act, very soon people, they have removed Zuma, they've removed Thabo Mbeki. You are not different to be removed yourself too. If you don't do your job, you have to do your job. As the president of this country, take actions. Take actions. You have the powers. We're supporting you. Take actions as a president. We can't sit here and still say our president is doing good when our children are dying. We cannot sit here and say our president is doing his best when these illegal people, this is a state of emergency, but your government is doing nothing about it. How many children must die before you can start acting? Mr. President and your ministers, how many children must die before you can start acting? How many children must die before you can call this a state of emergency? How many children must die before you can say all the illegal people must leave our country? Parents are suffering. Not only parents, not only children. We cannot sit here and allow this nonsense. We cannot sit here and allow nonsense to happen in our country. We fold our hands, we watch as our children. Next week again, there will be more children dying and we're sitting and watching. The only thing that we're going to do is to talk. We need to close all this Spaza shop. We need to close all this illegal Spaza shop in this country. We don't want this illegal, where they get the supply from. We need to close them and close all these places where these people are getting this food from. Because as we speak, we don't know who are these people who are responsible for the death of our children of this country. Enough, it's enough. Enough is enough. We have weak leaders. We've got laws in this country. Apply the laws. Forget about what the people are saying, because we are the ones suffering here. We are the ones suffering in this country. We've been complaining about this no jobs. More than 60%. More than 60% people who are unemployed, especially youth in this country. And we still have this illegal Spaza shop been running in our country that are even killing our children. We want our economy back. Saloons were run by South Africans. Spaza shops were run by South Africans. We cannot take this economy to illegal people. We cannot allow these people this Spaza shop, they don't even pay tax. But you go there, we know they're illegal. They don't have no documents. They've invested nothing to this country, but the money is going out of our country. Every day, people are taking the money out of our country. And we're sitting here, we're saying, this is as business as usual. When we've got weak leaders who cannot make decisions, we've got weak leaders who cannot take decisions. Most of these ministers, they're sitting, they only know how to speak expensive English. The English come from their noses. That's the only thing they know. The people there in Soweto, the people there in Alexandra, the people there in Thokoza, the people there in White City, the people in all those black locations are suffering. And you people, you are sitting in those offices of yours, enjoying the money. And some of you are even taking bribe from these illegal people. Enough, it is enough. Enough, it is enough. We are tired of you people. We sit here every day. Every day. We must fight for this country. Every day. We're being called names. Every day. We're being called names by illegal people in this country who want to take over our country. They must go back to their own country and go fix their country and go make their country work. Because this is enough. We cannot tolerate your nonsense in this country. How many kids? Guys, let me play you some of these videos. I'm going to play you old videos and new videos. Let me play you these videos.
Those are the proceedings there coming out of Soweto. Let's bring you this now, as the mass funeral service for the 5 children who died over the weekend is currently underway. It continues to happen this moment, as you can see there on the screen. Now, the deaths of the children aged between 6 and 10 has prompted disgruntled residents to close a number of Spaza shops in the area. Now, residents believe the snacks that the children bought from the Spaza shop may have been poisoned. SABC News reporter Puseletso Mokoena is on standby inside the Naledi Community Hall covering the story for us. So bring us up to speed with what is happening where you are now, Puseletso. And we understand there is some news that's just come in. Take us through the latest.
Well, thank you so much, Mkolisi. We are outside Naledi Community Hall here in Soweto, whereby the funeral service of the 5 children is currently underway. But earlier on, Mkolisi, we have reported that the family of the 6th child who has been in ICU for a week now, it was here, the family was here, they got a call from the hospital to quickly come to the hospital. The mother quickly went to the hospital and crying. So right now, with me right now, I'm gonna bring in the Ward 20 Councillor Lazarus Mota to tell us more about the state of the child in hospital. Councillor, thank you so much for your time. We hear reports about the family getting a call while they were attending the funeral to quickly rush to the hospital. Can you confirm the news if there's anything, Councillor?
Yes, no, I've just spoken with the mother. Then she confirmed that the young boy is passed away immediately. So it's very sad. It's very sad. The month of October is not good for us here.
Well, Councillor, let's bring in your feelings as a councillor right now. How do you feel that the 6th child is passing away while we are burying the 5 children right now?
No, I'm a parent also. It's very sad. Hence I'm saying it's very sad. No, I can't cope. Really, for the past 5 days, it was so sad for me. Now the other one is passed on. Oh, now it's very sad. It's very sad. But I don't know. Really, I don't know.
Well, Councillor, thank you so much for your time. Well, there you have it, Mkolisi. This was Councillor Lazarus Mota, who is the councillor here in Naledi, telling us that sadly, the sixth child who was in ICU has sadly passed away. Well, it is very sad, Mkolisi, as the child is passing away, while the funeral service of his friends, his 5 friends, is underway here in Naledi Community Hall. Mkolisi.
Puseletso, tell you what, that is very tragic. So Puseletso, as things stand now, it's 6 now, the number of children that have passed away due to suspected poisoning. Let's hear from you as to what are some of the people in attendance saying there. Have you managed to speak to some of them that are attending there and get some reaction from them?
Guys, we are tired. This happens a couple of weeks ago. There's still more that I'm still going to show you guys. There's still more that I'm going to show you. And we have people like what Julius who say legalize illegal foreigners. Ask yourself, how many are still coming? And when are you going to stop legalizing these people in our country? Should we follow what is Julius saying? How many people, now they're going to say, oh, easy now, if you just go there, just make sure you get there, then you'll get the papers. He wants to cause more problem to this country. People like him, his children are well protected. Probably stay in a house with big walls. Probably have bodyguards when they go to school. Probably they've got bodyguards even they go to a shop right or wherever they go buy food. The people there in Naledi, the people there in Soweto don't have bodyguards. The people there in Soweto don't even have money to go to school. They don't even have food. You come here and tell us we must legalize illegal foreigners in our country. You are the cause of what's happening in this country. You are causing more problems to this country because of things that you talk on social media. If you want to be the president of Africa, go stay there in Nigeria and go be the president of Nigeria. They need a president like you. They love you so much in Nigeria. Go be the president. Go save the people. If you think you'll save Africa, go to Nigeria and go save Nigeria and become the president of Nigeria and see if you'll be welcome there. We're sick and tired of these nonsense people that are coming to this street and destroy our country. Look at how many children are dying every day. Every week we must bury children because we have leaders like Julius Malema. We've got the GNU now is doing nothing. We must, every time when we need to vote, we are told to go vote for these hooligans. After we vote, what happened? They go fold their arms and go eat and get fat. We've seen some of them getting fat and losing all that weight and getting fat again because of taxpayers' money. They just come to this street and talk nonsense. Guys, I am tired of these people. How many children are going to die while we're sitting and watching these illegal foreigners killing our children? How many? How many? This should not be tolerated, guys. This should not be tolerated. Yeah, and even English, it's going back to England. More children again. More children again. We should not tolerate nonsense. We're tolerating nonsense. These things will make you sick and tired when you see another children. Yesterday again, listen to this, in Thokoza, 27 children hospitalized because of this illegal food that we're having in this country. We are allowing nonsense. Our country is under attack. When is the president of this country going to realize that our country is under attack? When our leaders are going to take action that our country is under attack? Our country is under attack. We cannot weak. If we're dealing with this, tomorrow we're dealing with this. When we're dealing with this and tomorrow is this one, we're still every day. Instead of us, let me tell you, imagine we don't have to deal with this nonsense that is happening in our country. Where would South Africa be? Our country will be far ahead, because every day we are coming and deal with this with this nonsense. When other countries are progressing, every day we're dealing with criminality in this country. All these things. This is South Africa has the highest crime. Who are the people committing these crimes in our country? When the stats comes out, who are the people committing crime in this country? Who are the people committing crime in this country? And we must sit here and watch all this nonsense, our country getting destroyed. We don't have another country. We need to clean up this country. We need Operation Dudula. Operation Dudula should be in every town, every city, every village, every province. Because we cannot allow this to happen. We cannot allow these things to happen. Because our government is doing nothing. How many years have you been complaining about this? Same thing. How many years have we been complaining about the same thing over and over and over and over again, and our government is doing nothing about it? We've got laws in this country. Let's follow the laws. These illegal foreigners must get out in our country. It does not matter you are brown, yellow, green, orange, whatever color you think you are, whatever country you are coming from. But we know there's about 4-5 countries that are causing more problem to this country. It's Nigeria, it's the Pakistan, it's what do you call this? Mozambique, it's Zimbabwe. These countries are causing problem to this country. We need to call it a spade, guys. We cannot keep quiet. The small nonsense they're doing, or the big nonsense they're doing in this country, we need to call it out and stop pretending whatever is happening, it is nothing. They're killing children, raping children, doing all this nonsense. How many times are we going to sit here and talk? Listen to this. Another 27 children hospitalized by eating this nonsense. Listen to this.
Yes, there's a lot of animosity, between the parents and the school. As it were, we've interacted with the school just to get, confirmation of the numbers. Children that are affected is 27. And the sad part with the 28th child who mistakenly swallowed, a coil. So that child joined later. That one still being attended at the hospital. So all children were discharged, and the majority of them, they are not at school, understandably so. The following day after being sick, in all the cases that we've attended to, the following day, majority of learners are not at school. So we're just verifying the numbers, but we can confirm that majority of them, they're not at school.
Guys, 27 children. Yesterday again. 27 children. 27 children again. In Thokoza. What have we done as South Africans to deserve all this nonsense? What have we done to deserve this, what is going on in our country? Why is it our president not acting on these people who are doing this to our country? Why is it our president not acting? This is not time to be whatever. If people come to our country and destroy the good relationship that they have with this country, now we must beg them when they're coming here to destroy. We should even close all these embassies that are here in this country and they're doing nothing. And all these countries that we are deporting all these people back, if Nigerian embassy or Mozambican embassy or Zimbabwean embassy or Pakistan embassy or whatever embassy that we are deporting the people must pay for those people. South African has no money to waste. If they don't pay, we need to close the embassy here in South Africa. We cannot keep on wasting, because these people are doing nothing. We need to kick them out of our country if they're not going to pay for the people that we're deporting. The embassy in this country must be closed. We, the people of this country, we're going to take it to the street. We're going to close your embassy if your country is not going to pay for the people that we're deporting that are causing problem to this country. South Africa should not even be spending no cent to deport these illegal foreigners out of our country. These idiotic people who are killing our people. They need to pay so that they can control the animals they're bringing to our country. We don't want animals in this country. We want human beings in this country. We don't want illegal animals. They're not human beings. They're animals. That's what they are. Call me whatever you want to call me. We cannot allow illegal animals in this country. Enough, it's enough. Enough, it is enough. This country is not gonna perish in front of our eyes because we want good relationship with these countries when they're destroying our country. What good relationship with these people who are destroying our country? What good relationship do we need with criminals? What good relationship do we need with criminals? We don't go to these countries and cause havoc into their countries. There's no country in the world as we speak that South Africans are causing problems. Why are we allowing problems in our country? Because of what? Because of what? Give me one country that South Africa is causing problems. We don't deserve this rubbish in this country. All of this illegal Spaza shop, we are calling for total shutdown. Total shutdown. We're calling for total shutdown. Even with the suppliers, total shutdown. Because Mr. President, he does not want to call it a total shutdown because it should not be happening. This is a state of emergency. We don't even need 2 children to die. 1 is enough. How many children have been dying? And you are doing nothing. How many children? If my child dies, I'm going to fucking sue this government. I'm going to sue this government. The people that the children are dying, it is time you take this government to court. Because it is their responsibility to stop these illegal foreigners. Because should they kick all these illegal foreigners out of this country, these things which would not have happened to your child, it is time you take these people to court. Your child won't come back, but to keep quiet, it does not help. Because they're doing nothing. They're sitting there and drinking Coca-Cola and drinking and eating those fast food and getting fat in those offices. When our children are dying, they're sitting in those offices eating lunch. As we speak, they're busy getting fat every day, eating those fast food. That's what they know the best. It is time we call a spade because we cannot tolerate nonsense like this. Skatele, we are tired. We are tired of your nonsense. Somebody must call you out. Somebody must call you out. Some of you are sitting and eating with these illegal foreigners. They're coming and pay in your office to be here in South Africa. And I'm not saying all of you. Some of you are sitting there and you know who I'm talking to. I'm talking to you who are taking those bribes, who are taking that money every month. You're going to those shops and going to collect. This rubbish must stop. Mr. President, we're calling for you to start acting on these corrupt people that you have hired. We need this country to be clean. We cannot sit here and smile. I promise you, within 2 weeks, not even within 2 weeks, within a few days, more children will die. This country, guys, there's an audio that I'm going to play probably not long because this video is long. There's an audio that I want to play. That South Africa, there are people planning to destroy this country, especially from now on until December. I'll play you that audio. I hope our intelligence are watching us and are listening to us and are listening to our cry. We hope our government is listening to us, what the people are saying. Stop ignoring us. Stop ignoring us, because this is affecting, this will come and affect your child. You might think your child is staying behind big high walls. We don't have high walls. We are renting. We don't have high walls. We cannot defend ourselves. We cannot take law into our own hands, because if we could take the law in our own hands, we'd do so. But we don't want to break the law. We don't want to take the law in our own hands. But you are forcing us to do that. We are asking you to do your job. We have voted for you. We have put you in those offices and you are sitting there and doing nothing. Enough, it's enough. Somebody must be bold to call you out. Who is going to call you out if the people of this country don't call you out? We've got laws in this country. Implement them. What's your problem? Why are you in those positions if you're not going to implement the laws that need to be implemented? What are you waiting for? If that seat is too big for you, move. And all the ministers coming in with your bombastic English, move. Take your bombastic English to your grandchildren, your children. Because your children, your grandchildren are protected. The people there in the location, the people who are the most suffering, they're not protected. How many children do you want to see dying before you start acting? How many children do you want to see dying before you can see we can take these people out? These Nigerians, Zimbabwean, Mozambican, Pakistan, whoever you are, enough, it's enough. Enough, it's enough. We cannot keep quiet. We cannot keep quiet. Guys, let me play you more videos. I'm sick and tired of this, what's happening in this country. And people are sitting there just enjoying life. Just enjoying life. I want to play this one, another one again.
Joining us for more on the stories, SABC News reporter Calvin Hlulani. Calvin, good afternoon. You went to two specific homes. You went to a home in Alexandra. You also went to a home in Katlehong where 2 children actually passed on. Let's start with your visit to the home in Alexandra. What did the family have to say on the passing of 10-year-old Lesedi?
Good afternoon to you, colleague, good afternoon to the viewers at home. Yes, indeed, you are spot on. We went to Alexandra Township early at around 7 a.m. We were there camping outside. We managed to speak to the father, that would be Mr. Joshua. He spoke to us and told us that he is devastated. They are planning a burial of that 10-year-old. And he confirmed to SABC News that they are going to Beggarsford in Mpumalanga to bury, in Limpopo rather, to bury their child.
And what exactly are the circumstances surrounding this particular incident? Because Lesedi consumed snacks on Saturday, we understand. What is the story there?
We were told that Lesedi went to buy snacks in the nearest shop, in the local shop, and then when she came back, she realized that those snacks were smelly, and then she ate 2 or 3, and then she went inside and told her mom that these chips are smelly, and unfortunately the mother also ate and trying to taste what Lesedi was feeling, and then they were admitted in hospital in the local clinic, that would be Masakan in Alexandra, and Lesedi was rushed to Edenvale Hospital, and then that is where she passed.
Reports are that the store, specifically the Spaza shop, has since been vandalized.
Yes, when we were there yesterday, the situation was calm, but people did tell us SABC News that they are just waiting for police officers to leave so that they can be able to destroy that store. When we arrived in the morning with our video journalist, that would be Gwazimanzi, we were shocked that the store was destroyed, completely demolished. And when we tried to ask the community members, even though they didn't say it's them, but they did confirm that they had a number of people singing next to this shop, and then the shop was destroyed.
Let me say something. If the government does not take action now, you can see it's going to go out of hands. And the blame, you can't sit and blame people except blaming yourself because of not acting to what the people in the street or the people in the locations are crying for. Now this shop that was destroyed, the shop that was destroyed, and we're not saying shop must be destroyed. We're asking for total shutdown. But the government is leaving the people in the community with no other option because you are not doing enough what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be closing every Spaza shop. They've got no contribution to our economy. None of them are paying tax. None of them are paying tax. So you are wasting our time of them opening these things. They're taking the money back into the home countries. They're not paying tax. So how are they helping South Africans? The same people that you're protecting, they're killing our people and they're stealing our money out of our country. How many times are we going to sit and come back here? We're going to keep on reporting these things. How many times? People now, they can see the government is doing nothing. The government is doing nothing. Why? That's why now they're starting to take everything in their own hands. And the people there around the world, when this thing's going to start happening now, you're going to be starting to call us xenophobic. We must sit here and allow our children to die. Some of us were parents. Even when I'm not a parent, even those who are not parents, they've got sisters and brothers. Even those who don't have sisters and brothers, they've got cousins. Every child, it's our children. Every child in this country is our children. We cannot allow you to destroy our children. We cannot allow you to come to this street and destroy our children. Even those children who ate this poisonous food, we don't know what's going to happen in the next 3 weeks, in the next 2 weeks, or in the next 3 years or 4 years. Will these kids still able to even to give birth after eating this nonsense? With these kids who are eating this, will they able to have children? We don't know that. They are destroying this country, and we must not sit here and fold our arms. Our borders need to close. If there's time for borders to be closed, it is now. If our army in those borders need to fight, it is now. If it is time for us as South Africans to come together, it is now. If we have to repeat it in 1976, we have to do it. If we need to take it to the street, we need to take it to the street. We cannot sit here and allow this nonsense to happen to our country. Our leaders, I hope you are watching. We don't want another Marikana in this country. You know what happened in Durban. You know what happened in Marikana. You know what happened in 1976. We don't want that to happen again. It is you, the leaders, who can stop this nonsense right now. We've got laws in this country, but we cannot sit here and watch what's happening to our country and keep quiet. Let's continue and watch this video.
And then you also went to Katlehong. Now, this is specifically where a family has lost 2 children. And we understand that the acting premier also visited the family. Let's start with what the family had to tell you about this specific incident.
We were allowed, fortunately enough, to get inside and talk to the family. You know, it's not easy just to talk to people when they are grieving. But the granny, Catherine, managed to talk to us, telling us that it's shocking, because what happened is that on Wednesday, early in the morning, they realized that the kids are not waking up as per normal. And then when their mother went to try to wake them up, she realized that they are not responding. The mother shouted, and the granny came and tried to assist, and then they saw that the kids are not responding. They also went to the neighbor, and the neighbor came, and then when they checked the pulse, then they said that the neighbor told them that these kids are no more. And then they called the police and the paramedics. The paramedics officially declared them dead on the scene.
So specifically with those 2 children, it means they must have consumed something the night before. And then when they attempted to wake them up, that's when they realized they were late.
We were told that they went to buy snacks in the nearest tuck shop on Monday, and then on Monday, but the situation was fine. And then they went to school, and then when they came back, they went to buy those chips, and then on Tuesday they went back to school. But then they started to complain about stomach cramps on Tuesday, and then the following day, when they tried
Wednesday
to wake
morning.
them up, they were found dead. The acting premier of this province, because Diale is the acting premier, Kidibone, and then she did tell us that they will try by all means to work hand in hand with other sister departments to make sure that such event does not take place. We spoke to Lebogang Maile. He was also there accompanying the acting premier, saying that these Spaza shops, the problem is that they are not authorized, and they don't pay tax and rates, so it's difficult to trace them. But he says that they need to add more resources so that these shops can be able to be managed properly.
And it is not difficult to trace all this. We know all these Spaza shops. Why so difficult to close down all these Spaza shops? Problem solved. Close them down. We don't have to do anything. Close them down and deport them back where they came from. Close down the Spaza shop and deport them where they came from, and the embassy must pay. If the country does not want to pay, we close down the embassy. That's the talk that we're supposed to be having now. The embassy, their countries must pay for their transportation to get back to their own country. They should be sent an invoice. We are not going to wait for them we're going to deport them ourselves. They need to pay back to our government. If they don't pay, we close down the embassy. We are tired of this nonsense. Listen to this Julius. I'm not going to speak much, guys. Listen to this Julius again. He's one of the people who are causing this problem. The people who are killing our people. The people who are destroying this country. The same Julius want to document them. Mr. Julius, it won't happen. Not in this country. Your EFF, it's even dying. Sooner or later, you'll be left alone. Not only just Floyd, many of them, they're still going to leave. You'll be left alone because you don't listen. You want to be the president of Africa? Go to Nigeria and go be the president of Nigeria and stop making noise in this country. Go to Nigeria to your friends and go eat jollof rice there. because we cannot allow this nonsense to keep on happening in our country. We cannot allow this nonsense to keep on happening to our country. So listen to this Julius again. Yes, I've played this video before. I want you to listen to him again. I know this video is very long. I want you to listen to him.
Open border policy was there in 2014, was there in 2019, but it didn't work. What else can we find to attack them? Whether me and you like it or not, there are no borders in South Africa. That is just something written for formality on the founding manifesto of the EFF. There are no borders, my brother. I can tell you, it's like we behave like a mad person who has got a shack and a yard. He's given a stand with a shack. He goes and put a gate where there's no fence. You put a gate. When you go to Mqimbi, we Yamalopo, ukia gate here like a lock. Yet you don't have a fence. When you come back and unlock that gate and open. Your neighbor is looking at you. It's like.
Now he's calling South African crazy. He's calling South African crazy. We should allow illegal foreigners. We should allow illegal foreigners, according to him. That's why nobody will vote for you. The reason he wants us to document illegal foreigners, somehow he believes they'll vote for him in power to be the president of this country. That's why he wants to bring them into this country small, so that they can vote for him in this country. It won't happen, my brother. Your dream, your evil wishes will not happen to this country. These people are destroying this country. These people are killing our children. And here you are, you still want to document illegal foreigners in this country. They're illegal, they're still destroying our children. Now, when they're even legal, they'll even have more power to do what they want to do, because they'll be telling you, I'm a South African, I've got papers to be here. Now, they're killing our children. When they have papers, they'll kill them more. They'll destroy this country more. We cannot allow illegal foreigners. Listen to him again.
Gayton Mackenzie was running all over Limpopo River, saying he's chasing Zimbabweans who are crossing into South Africa, almost eaten by crocodiles for doing that. But the foolish him, he didn't know. He was proving what I'm saying correct, that there is no fence. So what open border are you talking about, which is not happening now, which is going to happen after the EFF takes over government?
Which EFF will take over government, my brother? There is no EFF will take over government. Mark my words, there is no EFF will take over government. Will not let that happen. EFF to take government. You are dreaming. Your EFF is just full of illegal foreigners there. You think that those people that are in that part of yours, they will take over this country. Our fathers died for this country. We're not going to allow you. Our fathers died for this country. We are not going to allow you to bring illegal people to document them in our country. Go document them in Zimbabwe and Mozambique and Nigeria and Pakistan. Don't come and document them in this country. This is not a home of documenting illegal foreigners in this country. We are not going to allow you. It won't happen. You will have no power. Don't know why I'm wasting time with this guy.
I'm just saying, we must not find ourselves behind time. The EFF is being punished for being ahead of the times. We say things now, you guys come to appreciate them extremely late because we're too far in thinking. Yeah. So,
my brother, you are not too far in thinking. You are being punished because of your ignorance. I'm going to repeat it again. You are being punished because of your ignorance. Many people are leaving that party. It's not because they want to leave, because of your ignorance. You want to come here and try to lie to us. We thought you will change this country. We have changed our mind. You will never change this country. You want to corrupt this country. The only thing you know is you want to corrupt this country. It won't happen with your illegal people. It will not happen. You want to document your illegal people here in this country? It won't happen, my brother. Keep on dreaming. Keep on dreaming. Keep on dreaming. It will never happen. Your dream will never happen, my brother. Keep on dreaming. Your dream will... Look, there was a guy, I hope I'll get time to play this video also. There's a guy 2 years ago from Zimbabwe who killed 7 women in Sisheho, Blood River, Westernburg. Julius was not even there to be with his people that were suffering there in Sisheho. Even the EFF was not there. I only started seeing few people wearing mcheka, yeah, EFF. But they were not there to be with the people who were killed, to be with the family of those people who were killed by this illegal foreigner coming from Zimbabwe. I hope I played that thing. Let's listen to him.
The EFF agrees that we don't want undocumented people in South Africa. How can we say South Africans must get IDs and then welcome people who are not undocumented? Everybody has to be documented so that if any wrongdoing happens, for whatever reason we are looking for you, we need to find your location. Yeah. So we need to find a way. They are here already. You go and put them in Lindela with our state money, which you are saying it's supposed to buy medicine. We pay buses, we take them back. They come back the following day, not next week.
So what would be your solution as the EFF?
The solution is let's go and document these people.
So don't deport them, rather find a way to formalize them.
We need to document them because whether you like it or not, my brother, they are here. You know what they do in December? They hand themselves over in Lindela so that they can go and eat Christmas at home. And then in January, they come back. That money could have been used on some feeding scheme to feed the children of the poor or in the clinics. The reality of you are in denial. There's xenophobic people are in denial. That's a problem. They are in denial that these people are here. They think they are still coming. Yeah. They are not coming, they are here. How do we deal with that?
Where's the father of this guy, guys? He's who's calling South Africa xenophobic. Where's the father of this guy? We're in denial. He comes to this platform, calls South Africans xenophobic. When our children and this country is dying, we must sit here and listen to this nonsense coming out from this man. We are not going to accept nonsense from this guy. Whoever is voting for him, shame. I feel bad for you. I feel bad for your children. I feel bad for the future of this country when you're still voting for a person like him. I feel bad for what is happening to this country. When you are taking your vote to give to this type of people who want to document illegal foreigners, who's calling you a xenophobic. The xenophobic South Africans in denial. The person who's in denial is him, who does not see that South Africa has a problem with illegal foreigners who are destroying our country. Let's move forward, guys.
From our reporter, Veronica Mahari, who's joining us from Alexandra. Veronica, I understand that the police have now stepped in. What can you tell us?
Well, I can tell you, Aldrin, that we are still here at 4th Avenue in Alexandra, where a father has been left heartbroken after his family was hospitalized after allegedly eating snacks. What we do know so far is that his 10-year-old daughter passed away while his 4-year-old son and their mother currently fighting for their lives at the Edenvale Hospital. What has happened now since we last spoke, Aldrin, at the call of the community police have now officially arrived here at the scene, as of course tensions have been high between community members after the incident that happened. We spoke to the father a little bit earlier, who really detailed for us the heartache and the horror that happened late last night after his wife, his 2 children ate a snack from this specific Spaza shop. According to the father, it's understood that the young girl, in fact, complained about severe stomach aches and chest pains. And as the day progressed, it was understood that she then started not being able to breathe. He carried her to the clinic, and unfortunately, by the time that they arrived, she had already started foaming at the mouth. And he explained that he would really not wish this on his worst enemy. We saw really heartache coming from the father's side. But in response to this tragedy, the community has been protesting, one might say, outside the Spaza shop. In fact, they tried to respond yesterday after the incident happened, but they found that the Spaza shop was indeed already closed, and the owner of this establishment had already left and fled the scene. There are now confusion, in fact, one might say, between community members, with some calling for the police's presence, as they have now officially rendered that this Spaza shop should be declared a crime scene, while other community members are saying that they should go inside and, in fact, take the products and burn them. I'm going to speak to, in fact, one of the residents who's advocating that the Spaza shop be looted and the products be burnt. In fact, you are live on Newsroom Africa. As community members, lentso bina ka mona ka ntle gale le batla maponesa ke bona o tshwere plastic bag o konjetsana hantle le batla ho etsalang.
Okay, rona as setšhaba re kgathetse ke batho ba cause like ge re tlogela so e tloetsega mo baneng ba rona e botlhoko etsagetse ba family ya molaudi. So ka mo Spaza re nyaka ba bule re ntshe everything ba rekisang ka mo Spaza re kenye ka mo plastic tse re di khape di police station as evidence, cause ne re khaletse re ka di chase mo strateng but is wrong santse di ko police station at least for evidence. So le yana building e ka mo khone re utlwane ka yona gore ba maphodisa le ba metro e be di witness ge re building building cause like a re sa inyaka. So re nyaka send a strong message ko mo Somalieng maphodisa ba nkang di bribe ko ma Somalieng gore re kgathetse ke ntho e tsagalang mo ke ngwana rona o mama teng o sa le sepetlele le ngwana o mong o monyane. So enough is enough.
And o go re jwetse nna mme wena o hopolang as community ha o tla ditaba tsena tsa ngwana o la bona family at all ha ngwana la hlokofala kapo o no le kae as community?
As community ne ke ituletse mo le mo di stepsing. So ra bona like koloi ya feta hangata ka no go re tlo utlwang gore ngwana o ile clinicing ko Masakhane within 15 minutes ke ge ba re ngwana o tlhokofetse mama teng le ena o kene sepetlele le ngwana o monyane. So re dutlile as community but no setse already go le busy mo strateng like re ba tlo understand gore go etsagalang ha re tlo checka mo re thola already Spaza setse sekwetse. So ha re tse wa Spaza gore o tsibile jwang gore o etse mara ne setse sekwetse Spaza.
I don't know how many times are we going to come and report. How many children have you counted already that have already died? How many children are we going to sit and count? How many children are we going to sit and complain about the same thing? We're calling for total shutdown. All Spaza shop, total shutdown. We're calling for all these illegal foreigners to be deported back to their home country. We're calling for all these suppliers to this Spaza shop, totally shut down also. We're saying totally shut down. We must go find out who are these suppliers of these people. And we need to find out who is this person who is killing our children. We can't sit here and do nothing. It's not as business as usual. Our children are dying. Tomorrow is going to be your children if you sit and do nothing about it. Tomorrow is going to be your children. We don't wish this to happen to another parent. We don't wish whatever's happened to this country to happen to any country. We don't wish to this to happen to anybody, even to my worst enemy. The people that I hate the most because of what they're doing to this country. I don't wish these things to be happening to the country. Not to any child. But we must sit here every day, talk about the same thing. Our children are dying. Our children are dying. What are you going to do? What are we going to do as a country? What are we going to do as a country? Are we going to sit here and watch our children die? Are we going to sit here and wait for our children to keep on dying? When the government sees what's going on, when our government is watching what's going on, we're just reporting, and we're being called names. Call me as much names as you want to call me. I don't care about you. Guys, there's another story that I also wanted to report, I wanted to talk about, but it's not a big thing. Something that happened to my house that I was building with my mom, that they broke in again and stole a couple of things. It's not a big deal. Can replace anything that they steal. But I'm just telling you, if I catch you, just imagine in your head what I'll do to you. Just imagine. I'm not going to say it here. Just imagine what I'll do to you. No mercy. Just imagine what I'll do to you. Imagine what I'll do to you if I catch you. Go back to that house. Go back to that house if I catch you. If I catch you.
Very strong words there coming from one of the residents here in the community. Ending her statement with saying that how many more children should die until police take us seriously as well as the government. She's really advocating, saying that they want to be able to come inside this Spaza shop to take some of the products and to burn them. They do not want to loot. They don't want to vandalize. They simply want to have a peaceful demonstration, she says, of closing down the Spaza shop. In fact, some are also calling for JMPD to come and, in fact, demolish the establishment, which, as we heard earlier when we were speaking to the ward councillor, saying that, in fact, it's been built onto the pavement. It's, in fact, encroaching onto the road. And they say that in its own establishment as a Spaza shop, it is illegal because of the way it has been built, not only because of the tragedy that has happened here. And, of course, it's unclear whether or not police have the jurisdiction to come into this building to take the products here for investigation. As we heard from the father when we were speaking to him earlier, he said that after the kids had, of course, eaten some of the chips following the distaste and the odor from the chips, he then threw them away. When they reported the case as to what happened when they were in hospital, they did manage to get those chips out of the dustbin and give them to the police. And here is the community, of course, now going to go and open up the Spaza shop. We're going to try and get a bit closer to see if they will manage indeed to open up the Spaza shop and to get the products out. And this has been the call since the morning when we arrived here from the residents, saying that they want to have access inside this Spaza shop, which they also say is a crime scene, to be able to take out the products. This is, of course, happening in the presence of the police. We can see here that one of the owner of the building is holding the key to, in fact, open up the door and take these products out of here.
We need to work with the police, guys. We're not encouraging anybody to vandalize anything. We need to work together with the police and close all these illegal shops. We need to. We have no choice to work with the police. But our people are being provoked. Our people are being provoked by these people who are doing this nonsense to our children. And they're running away, closing the shop, they're running away. They're sleeping in these shops. 3 by 3 square meters. That's why they're selling the food and sleeping in that in that business. They build businesses in the streets. And we must accept nonsense like that. People are sleeping with the food that they're selling to the community. This is not South Africa. We cannot allow hooligans and idiots to come to this country and do as they please. If you do that in your country, not in this country. We don't sleep with the food that we sell to the people, to the community. How unsafe is this food? Where is the hygiene of this food? And we're allowing people to sleep with food and eating the food where they're selling the food, where they're sleeping with the food. idiots. Let's continue, guys.
We're going to talk to one of the residents. Me okonjetsana le batlang hona tjele Tsonga's community.
As a community, enough is enough. Rona batho ba Alexandra re ignorant. Yano itle mo ilong re heartful. Batho ba kaofela ba tshwentse ba tsamaye. Ke di status no so. Enough is enough rutlwile. Bona no di family di a tsamaye. And always re phela re ba botsa go group ngore ba tlogela go reka ko Pakistaning. Ke ba ya Pakistan ba ba loot. Go loot ha tswana le gore ba tlobola family kaofela. Yano ke example number 1. Enough is enough. Re tlo bantšha one by one. Yeah.
And hona tjemme ga bona ho la le me a tshwering ski o tlo bula monyako hona tjena le tlo etsang ka di product tse ka mo go njwetse
ba tshwanetse gore di product tse di lo testiwa le tsona a re nya ke wo a re lwane ba nke selling sa bona di testiwe re kgone ho bona ene le mapone sa rena ba tlogela go emella batho ba re khathetse ke mapholisa di tsotso go tswa di 25,000 enough is enough. Ama robe mo, ba tsamaye
o ke ngwana wa Spaza o wa dikhio o nyaka o bula mola ke tsebo re wa tshwantse a bule ka baka la gore rena re nyaka mong Spaza re nyake motho a iriseditseng batho ba o nyaka o etsang ka mola because rena re nyaka gore mapodisa batle ba bule mola ba nke dilo tsena re gone go khotsfala as community o tsisi then from them mapodisa ya everything ka mola e re pleke lona tshwantse on the same spot.
Ntate ku utlwile hona tjena o no bua o re le khathetse ho utlwa ditaba tsena tsa bana ba shwang
mama ke rona re lusang bana not mapodisa not traffic cop not bo mang not batho ba Pakistan bana ba re ba rusang ke ba rona gona jwa le re bolela so mme le ngwana ba ba kwa badimo ngwana o mongwe already state so rena ke re tshwantse re nke decision wa utlwisisa because le mmuso wa rona is failing us. Cyril Ramaphosa is failing us.
You can hear the people. They're saying, Cyril Ramaphosa, you are failing us. The people are crying, Cyril Ramaphosa, you are failing us. The whole country is saying the same thing. Cyril Ramaphosa, you are failing us. Mr. President, you are failing the country. You are failing the people who voted for you in that seat. Now you have mixed us with DA. They do nothing. They don't come and say nothing. It's to show you they don't care about us. They don't care. Anybody want to believe that DA cares about black people? You are a fool. I see these black people going with these DA things. I'm not trying to be racist, but I'm not going to sit here and call, and these people, they've done nothing, nothing. What have they ever posted any statement with what is happening to this country? We don't see them on social media. They're busy fighting for Bella Act, Bella whatever it's called. And here we are. Our country, our children, our black children are dying. Afro Forum, what have they said? Only racist Afro Forum. They will never come and fight for this country. It's only when you have to do with a white person. And we must sit here and see black people joining these people, supporting these people when they're being racist in this country. What have DA, tell me, if you want, come and show me what have the DA done since these things have been happening. Some of you black people, I am black. We must call it a spade a spade. We want this country to work together, to be united. But you can tell we are forcing these people to work. And I'm not saying all of them, but I'm not even those good ones. They have not come out here and speak out on this, what's happening to this country. They've not come out and speak out what is happening in this country. They've not come out. If they have, I'll come back here and apologize. I'll use the same platform that I'm calling them out and come here and apologize. I have not seen them. Show me a video that has been posted 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago that DA said, this is what is happening to this country, need to stop. Where have the DA says, deport all these illegal foreigners in our country. Deport each and every illegal foreigner, including even the white people who are illegal in this country. Those who came here during COVID and never left our country. It is time for you also to get out in our country. We can't sit here, guys, and say nothing. If DA, if the EFF again, is with the people of this country who are suffering, I'll come back to the same platform and come and apologize. But as we speak, I'm sick and tired of these people. And I'm sick and tired of you black people who go and support this. You know you are in those offices of those DA. Don't be used by these people. They want nothing but power. They want nothing but power. Let's call a spade a spade. It is not time to be buying faces. I don't want to sit here and buy your face. Do we want this government to work together? Yes, we want this country to work together. Black and white working together. But when they're sitting and doing nothing, it's to show you that they don't want nothing to do with us black people. Because they should come and not condone to these things to stop what these people are doing, to deport these people back to where they come from, to the countries where they came from. It's not to keep quiet. What is the DA doing? What is the DA doing? What is the EFF doing into this matter? We are sitting here and talking about nonsense. We are on our own. If you're black, I just want to let you know that we are on our own. We are on our own. We have to fight for this country. We have to protect our children. We are on our own. There is no Messiah who will come and save us as black people if we don't come together and unite as South African and stop being a sellout. This is too much. This is too much. This is extremely too much. We cannot take this anymore. This is too much to what is happening to our country. This is too much. We can't sit here and allow rubbish like this to continue in this country. Enough, it is enough. Guys, let's continue with this video.
Re nyaka lo tshwereng ma Pakistan ba re botse gore dilo tse ba di stocka ko kae maybe o ka ba bitire re ka kra mo ba stockang re stope mo.
Okay, o ka njwetse mme ha go na mme ore so wena mme ore o batla hantle ho utlwisisa na di wholesaler ba ba rekang teng di kae
ba di reka kae mama re ka kra mo maybe re ka ba le plan ya hore re fetse ntwe ka mo
ko Sulumane ba di reka ko Windbay ko Sulumane le ko Katlehong ma first.
Okay. Bona ka mgo mama le ba re go direkiwa ko Sulumane. We must take other Somalians re ko teng ro bua le batho ba ke re bona ba batse ba support ko ona mo go tlo ba le botlatsi re tse ntho ka tsela e right. Thank you.
Well, that's some of the reflection there from the residents speaking about what they are asking for. A very interesting individual, young lady, they're saying that in fact what this community wants as well to stem this issue of food allegedly contaminated, some of these snacks, is to actually go to the wholesalers of where the owners of these Spaza shops are getting food from, to be able to find the source of what seems to be a repetition of contaminated food. We're going to speak to another resident who wants to speak to us. Is that the solution for this community?
As a solution, because already ribon ko Soweto go etsahalang se go bulikwe bana ba ikae ko Soweto so re eme mo Alexandra go tlhokofale ba ikae go tswa se shopo e fela go tshoka fela di shopo tsa ma Somalian and ma Somalian a phela ko 15 ko Mr Ngobani every day. Why is that happening while bana ba rona ba shwa mo? So arena police station number 1 always our community ha ikopa assistance from police station, from station commander Mr Ngobani ha ke atara assista gore re khatsa ke ba farena re kopa o tsole rona ro tsa di shopo tsa batho ba re tsa
ma-foreigner ba illegal mo country ya rona. Instead wa re sign-ela a re botsa maka, he never pitches. The following day o mo thola kwa police station le ona ma-Somalian ao le ma-foreigner ona ao ebile ba re ba ntsha tšhelete kwa police station ya rona. So a se shopo e fela sisters re kopa ka fela shopo tsa ma-Somalian mo Alexandra di foka o fa re kgathetse.
Thank you, Mayor. We apologize there as well for the strong use of language, but that you can understand the frustration coming from the community and the residents here who are also making strong allegations in regard to issues of corruption, but also really deep stemming issues in regards to the Alexandra community as a whole. A lack of policing, which we know has been an issue in this community for some time, but also a lack of regulation. And this has been the constant conversation, the main theme that has come out from many of these raids of Spaza shops, as well as the issue regarding children who have been fallen ill due to these alleged snacks from these establishments, is the lack of regulation, the lack of law enforcement, the lack of government intervention from these for these communities. And so this is why we're seeing as well the tensions as well in this community, many of them feeling that they have the responsibility to take these matters into their own hands. We're going to get a bit closer to the entrance of the Spaza shop to get a bit more view as to what is happening. We see the police there interfering with some of the residents who are asking for this establishment, for the Spaza shop to be opened. We can see the police, they are holding a crowbar. We're going to try and get just a bit closer to see whether or not they do open this. And of course, it's worth mentioning that the presence of the police will then allow the community to do what they feel is justified, what they feel will bring them closer, and also what they feel will give them a voice in this matter that has been plaguing many South African communities. Well, the police are about to open the door into this establishment, and this will give the community an opportunity, as they say, to take some of the products, many of them saying that they want to burn them down, but it's unclear what will happen once this establishment is open. We spoke to a resident, as you heard earlier, who says that they just want to peacefully come into this establishment, take the products and shut this establishment down for good. Well, the establishment has officially been opened. It has been opened. Police are now just calling for calm, making sure that only the authorized individuals are allowed to enter. You can see there is some excitement as well from the community as they've gotten their wish to make sure that this establishment is opened.
We need our police to keep on breaking these doors with the community. We need our police to keep on breaking these doors with the community, working together with the community. This is what we want to see. You can see this person, they say, Ubanu, Mr. Ngubanu, whoever he is, must come to answer now. We're tired of you. If these people are coming to your house, all of this nonsense is going to stop. We are tired. We are tired of this nonsense. But Mr. Ngubani, if the community is saying that Mr. Ngubani is taking Chocho, they probably knows that Mr. Ngubani is Chocho. This Chocho that you are taking, Mr. Ngubani, I don't even know who is this Mr. Ngubani. But when you are being called out, there's something that you are doing wrong to that community. It's going to stop. All of this illegal Pakistan coming there to your house in Pay Chocho is going to stop. And this Sulman place where they're saying this is supplier need to go. It need to be hunted down. It need to be closed down. It need to be closed down, guys. Let's continue to watch this video. This video is going to be very long.
We're going to try and speak to one of the residents now to find out what exactly is going to happen now that the establishment has been opened. Hi, Ntate, how are you? You're live on Newsroom Africa. Just walk us through that now that the community has managed to open up this establishment. What is going to happen now?
No, we don't want community to loot anything that is allegedly poisonous and dangerous. So police must take everything, because even if they don't take it, these people we're at the danger of having our people looting the very same thing that we're saying. It's illegal, it's expired, it's dangerous. So we had then extended a call to the police officers to say, take all the stuff, but the Spaza at least, just to send a message to other landlords out there. The Spaza shop is even encroaching. It must go down. It's as simple as that. It must go down. So that this impasse, in the next week, we then try and talk about the impasse itself. How do we solve this problem of having people who are from other countries, taking over the local economy? We must have these discussions to solve this impasse as soon as we can. It can't be that we are only reacting only when kids are dead. No. It can't be. The sooner we resolve this, the better. And I understand that the national government and province, they're trying to come up with a way forward on how to deal with it. But we can't wait until our kids are wiped out of the earth. We need to really resolve this matter. All landlords must support a call that says it can't be correct that you are renting out a shop to people we don't even know and we can't even trace. They've run away now. We don't even know where they are. So if it was a South African, a person who stays here, at least you would understand who you're going to. But as of now, who do you run after? Who do you arrest? Are you going to arrest the landlord? So hence we are saying the Spaza shop must go. All these things that are inside must go to the police station for now. And we must then talk about all other Spaza shop. Whether a South African Spaza shop or not, we must start talking about food that is being sold to our people and our kids. It's important that we look into that aspect. I can't believe that we have so many Spaza shops that are out there. Who is authorizing permits to actually operate? On what grounds? And I can tell you, that guy was sleeping inside here. He's selling food to our people. He's sleeping in the very same shop, which is less than 3 meters square. It's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. We can't allow such. So we need to then really look into this matter to say, but how do we take back the economy, give it back to the hands of our own people? But legally so. When we are complaining like this, we can't also be the one again who loot, who take the very same cold drink we're saying it's killing us, the very mazimba that we're saying it's killing us. It can't be us. We must do it responsibly.
Well, thank you so much for that comment. A very passionate plea there to say that, and again, this is also what I'm saying in regards to the community. It's unsure what will happen to these products now that the Spaza shop has been opened. One resident there saying that police need to take these products. Others are saying, and you saw them carrying plastic bags ready to take these products in and to burn them. But we understand that police are now going to take the stock to the police station. A police van hasn't arrived, and it seems that they will be loading what is in here to the police station.
My question is one, guys. Why are we as South Africans? Why are we as South Africans always our property has been stolen? They come and do illegal things, and it's only us. All the time, we have to take what belongs to us the legal way, when they have taken what does not belong to them illegal in an illegal way. Why do we always be the one need to take it back? We need to take it back by force. They took and stole this economy of ours. They stole this economy. Why do we have to be nice to them? They stole our economy. Why do we have to be nice to them? Are they nice to us when they're stealing our economy? Why do we have to be nice to them? We need to take these things by force. The same way they stole our economy, we need to steal it back to where it belongs. The same thing what the apartheid did. Stole our land, and we need to start negotiating with them. Enough is enough, man. We are too nice to people. People are taking advantage. Everybody's coming to this country to take advantage of us. We are too nice as South Africans. It needs to stop. We need to stop being so nice. We are too nice to these people. They come to this country. That's why many of them they don't want to leave this country, because we are too nice to them. You can't do this to many countries. You can't go and do this to the Arabic countries. They will delete you. You can't do this to many countries. They will delete you. We need to take the same approach. We need to take the same approach. Delete them. We need to take the same approach. We need to put laws that will delete them. Let me tell you, the Arabic, they've got laws that if you do these things, they'll take you out. Here's Poland. If you do whatever, they've implemented laws that will delete you. If you try to cross that border, they will delete you. We need laws like that we can delete them. The legal ways that we say it's our law. If you do this in our country, we will delete you. It's in our laws. We need to change our laws. Guys, let's continue and watch these videos. Yeah, something is wrong, guys. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. What is going on? There's something wrong here, guys. I wonder what's going on. I wonder what's going on. Okay, guys, I don't know if this audio will play because it seems like there's something wrong. Oh, I don't know what's going on. Other audios plays. I wanted to play some audio. It's no more playing. It is no more playing. What is playing? This is what is playing. Okay. I wanted to play another audio of this EFF. Let me see if it will play. Okay, it's not gonna play, guys. I'm gonna skip this because I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. But okay, I'm just gonna play this last clip. Yeah. So basically, what I wanted to play, you guys, this is what I think I've said in the beginning, somewhere in the beginning of this video. I'm going to wrap it up and make it as quick as possible. There was something that was going on when this Zimbabwean, I want to play you, this guy, who's a Zimbabwean, who killed 7 women 2 years ago here in our province, in the location where Julius Malema we come from, where he said nothing. I don't remember if him saying anything. If there's anything that he said, please show it to me that what he said when this person was going on a run of killing people. The people there were complaining. Okay, I'm gonna play you this. I wanna play you this. This is the man I wanted to play. Okay, I'm gonna play you this one. The other clips I don't wanna play, guys. I don't know what's going on. I'm just gonna skip them. But okay, let me play this.
Members of Women Taking Back Safety 24 steering team in Seshego, Limpopo are demanding justice for 7 women who had been killed in that area. The group says it will be at the Seshego Magistrate Court tomorrow to support the call for the denial of bail for the 34-year-old accused of raping as well as murdering several victims whose remains were discovered in Polokwane, Seshego and Westernburg. My colleague Bilani Pahadi is in Seshego outside Polokwane and joins me now. Bilani, these spate of killings again bring to the spotlight this scourge of gender-based violence and attacks on women. Give us a sense of what you're hearing there.
It's quite very much painful as we approach the November 25th. You do know that that will be the beginning of the 16 days of no violence against women and children. And while we go towards that particular date, there are just a continuous spate of killings of women, in particular here in Limpopo, Polokwane to be particular. The bodies of 7 women were discovered in a space of just 4 or 5 days, and that really has called a concern for women taking back safety. Joining me now is Mabotse Mutiba, just to give us a sense as the community's reaction. Really, you were part of the people who was with the police and as well as the alleged perpetrator when he pointed out some of the places where he had dumped these victims. How was that situation and how was that particular activity? I'm sure it must have been gruesome.
Indeed, it was gruesome and disheartening to see how women are just slain, raped, killed and dumped in the field like that. And to see no remorse on that guy's eyes when he pointed out the bodies and continued to say, I'm going to show you other bodies. For me as a woman, as a mother, as a sister, as a daughter, I thought of my own children and what is it that's going to happen to my children tomorrow if we have such people living amongst us and getting away with killing and raping women. We ask ourselves, what is it that we have done? How did we get to earth only to be seen as victims, only to be seen as chickens that can be slaughtered at any time? Honestly, it is painful.
What have we done? I've been asking the same question. What have we done as South Africans to deserve what is happening in our country? This is the man 2 years ago was destroying the community of Westernburg, destroying the community of Blood River, destroying the community of Seshego, where Julius Malema will come from, and he said nothing about it. The people that you want to document are the people who are destroying our country, adding into the statistics of crime in this country. And the people go sit there and call us names. The highest, South Africa is one of the highest, has the highest crime rates, when these crime rates are committed by these dogs who comes to this country. We cannot allow this nonsense. Okay, I want to show you his face. I want to show you the man who's been killing women in our province, and Julius and his party said nothing. They've said nothing because these are the same people that you want to document so that they can keep on voting for him. Enough is enough. He cannot even take care of his own community. Okay, let's watch this video.
Accused of killing multiple women, the suspected serial killer, whose alleged killing spree was uncovered through one of the victims' mobile phone, appeared for the second time in court, this time facing several counts of murder and kidnapping. Temba Prince William Dube, speaking in isiNdebele, initially refused the assistance of legal aid attorneys.
I doubt that I'll make any application, Your Worship. I'm here only to tell the truth. It does not make anything that I'm going to deny. Pardon, Your Worship? There's nothing there? There's nothing that I'm going to deny. So do you have traveling documents, passport, asylum?
The families of the victims are distraught. They had reported their loved ones as missing, only to be found deceased.
Last weekend when they called us, they found some dead bodies around the Blood River, somewhere around behind the shoe industrial section that side. And then is where we found, the police found the dead bodies, and it's like they are burnt to ashes. We went to the forensic government mortuary and then to identify, but the bodies were really bad.
Minister responsible for women in the presidency, Maite Nkwana Mashabane, says government will provide support to the families. The minister has expressed concern about the killing of women.
Those who are illegal should not find it easy to just walk through our borders. Just listen to the number of women who were killed by an illegal. How many more in how many other courts would you have who would have died for nothing by people who don't have anything to themselves except, say, to kill the harmless women?
Meanwhile, outside court, a commotion between the police and members of the public ensued. Rubber bullets were discharged, injuring some. As investigations into the case continue, Dube is expected to return to the same court in January next year. Katlehong, SABC News, Seshego.
These people are behaving like animals in our own country. This is the same people that Julius Malema want to document. These are the same people that Julius Malema and his AFF party want to give documentation. The people who are destroying and killing our people. This is the same guys that he want to give documentation to this country. It won't happen, my brother. It won't happen. We'll fight for this country. We'll fight for this country. Not even one of his people going to support the victims of this crime. The families who have lost their loved ones. And we must sit there and tolerate nonsense. We are here to defend our country. We are here to defend our women. We are here to defend our children. We are here to defend everything that belongs to this country. If you want to go be the president of Zimbabwe, you want to go be the president of Mozambique, you want to be the president of Pakistan, you want to go be the president of Nigeria, go and be the president there and solve the problem that they're having in their countries. Because enough is enough, man. We must sit here every day. People are coming out to kill our sisters. And we say this is fine, this is not fine. I just want to play just a bit before I end this video. This video is going to be very long, guys.
There are still currently here outside court currently. Perhaps maybe we just ask you that. What's your name?
Are they protecting us or foreign nationals? Now they just shot a lady here on her leg with a rubber bullet. What is that? What is that? What is that? Are they protecting South Africans or foreign nationals now? What is it that you want? Our government is lenient on foreign nationals. No, it shouldn't be like this.
No, you can see currently that there is a hostile environment where the police are the residents are currently pelting stones into the magistrate's court, and the police, of course, seemingly are still just standing by from the other side, locked gates. And you can see here on the other side, just on the gate, this lady here had just had a stun grenade literally put on her feet, and it so seems that she is quite mama. What's happening?
We never said we do not want him not to get out. We are simply saying we are hating where we are, and we are demonstrating our frustrations as a country, more so that he is a foreign national. That we have never seen our system going all out and shoot at foreign nationals. How dare they do this to us? It can't be. It's wrong. It's wrong. The system,
Quite a hostile environment here and quite disheartening, where the residents here said that all they want is to show their dissatisfaction and as well as to demonstrate outside the magistrate court to say that it cannot be that an illegal immigrant into the country forcefully or killed 7 people and he is just allowed to roam the street. All they want is to ensure that he continues to go inside jail. We do know that he had abandoned his bail application and conceded that he will be speaking, he will be giving more details to the police so that there can be a successful prosecution. But yes, this is the situation outside court. Residents here seemingly not looking to leave anytime soon, but the suspect has been hauled out and he was in a police nyala when he left just a short while ago.
Guys, this video is very long. I'm gonna cut it here. I wanted to play everything, but I'm just gonna end it here to make everything short. Yeah, it's very sad that our country is going through what we're going through, and we're expected to do nothing. We're expected to keep quiet. We're expected just to keep quiet and let the people come to our country and do as they want to come and do in our country. I just want to ask you a question. If it's your country that is going through what our country is going, what were you going to do as a citizen of that country of where you come from? If whatever is happening in your country, if your sisters and your children have been murdered every day, what were you going to do? I want to ask you also, Nigerians, you Nigerians are sitting there. What were you going to be doing if you are in the situation, if you are in our situation, what is happening to our country? I want to ask you to Mozambicans, what were you going to be doing if this is what's happening in your country? Other foreign people coming to your country illegally and doing what they're doing. I want to ask you the Zimbabweans. I want to ask you the Pakistan. I want to ask you the people there, wherever you are around the world, what were you going to do if whatever is happening in this country, it's happening to your children, it's happening to your people? What were you going to do? Are we as South Africans supposed to sit and do nothing? Are we as South Africans supposed to sit there and allow all this nonsense to happen in our country? We sit there and watch what some of these people are coming to our country. The whole of Africa, it's here in South Africa. The whole of Africa, it is here in Africa. Legal and illegal people. And we're not saying we don't want legal people. We're saying we don't want these illegal people. What were you going to do in your country to defend your country? Comment below and tell me, what were you going to do? Were you going to allow this nonsense that we're having here in this country? And I want to ask you people that who are supporting this nonsense that South Africa is xenophobic, what were you going to be doing in your country if what we're going through is happening in your country? By illegal foreigners who comes to your country with no documents and do as they please in your country. What were you going to do? Should we sit here and do nothing because we are being afraid to be called names? We are not going to sit here and do nothing. We are going to fight for this country. We are going to fight for this country. We are not going to sit and do nothing about this, whatever nonsense they're doing in this country. We are tired. We are finished if we sit here and do nothing. What were you going to do in your own country? What were you going to be doing in your own country to defend your country? And I'm sick and tired of some of you calling our country's names while we are suffering in this country. When people come to this country and try to destroy our country, we must keep quiet. How many children must die? How many women must die before anybody can see what is happening in this country? We are told you've been helped by stupid people that we must sit here and allow you criminal people to come and do your criminal activities in our country. We are not going to sit here and allow criminal people come to this country and do as they please. This country have laws. We want our law enforcement to implement the laws of this country. It cannot be as business as usual. It is not as business as usual. We are tired. We are tired. I promise you, tomorrow there's another child. As we speak, there's another foreigner, illegal foreigner in our country doing some criminal things. As I record this video, as I speak, he is busy doing crime in our country, and we must sit and say nothing. Enough, it's enough. I want to ask the Pakistan people, would you allow this nonsense in your country? I want to ask the Nigerian, would you allow nonsense like this in your country? I want to ask the Zimbabwean, would you allow nonsense like this to happen in your country? I want to ask the Mozambican, would you allow nonsense like this to happen in your country? We must sit here and allow people to come to this country, destroy our country. We worked so hard for this country. Let me tell you why Nigeria is so jealous. Because they're the big mouth who comes and call us names. As a South African, never be afraid when they call you names. Because the country is like shit. I'm going to say it. The country is nonsense. They've got nothing going on in that country. They've got no road. They've got no hospitals. They've got nothing that is functional in that country. Let me tell you why they're jealous. They think we're jealous. There's nothing to be jealous. South Africa is best in education. It's best in health. It's best in many things that they don't have in the country. If you want stats, I can come and bring the stats in my next video. Tell you what South Africa is best in and that they don't have. There's nothing to be jealous of the country. That's why we don't even go to their country. That's why we don't even go to their country. And they're going to come and tell us we're jealous of the country. What are we jealous of? What do you have that South Africa can be jealous of? And I know you'll be this here in this comment section. We will fight for our country. There's something that you can't do for your country. You are all stupid. You are all willigans. I'm not going to sit here. Instead of fighting for your country, you come to this street and call us name. Go fight for your country. Go stand up for your country and stop running away. You call this country Muzungu country, Muzungu country. Which country are you running to? Everywhere. You're in France. Who owns that country? You're in Europe. Who owns Europe? It's not Nigerians. You people, we are sick and tired of your nonsense. Guys, let me make this video short because there's more videos to come. I've not been this street for almost over a month now. But I'm back. If the thought that I'm gone, I am back, and I'm back with demand. We are going to clean up our country. We are going to call you out. Go fix your country. Go fix your country. The only thing that you know is to spread propaganda news. The difference between we and you people, you run all over the world. The same people you call the Muzungu countries, you are all of those countries. You are in Germany, you are in Europe, you are everywhere. You are in France, you are in England, you are everywhere. Instead of fixing your country, go back to your home country and fix your own country. Zimbabwe, you need to go back and home to your country and go fix Zimbabwe. Mozambique, you must go back to your country and fix Mozambique. We're not chasing legal people. I'm just saying, you keep on running away from your country. There's nothing but the criminal activities that you're doing here. It has nothing to do that you are running away from your country. Why do you come to this country and cause havoc? Guys, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please, guys, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm going to end this video now because this video is going to be one of the longest videos I've ever done. It's because that's how angry I am with what's happening here. I've been sitting and watching. I couldn't make this video, but I'm back. I'm going to keep on posting more videos. So, guys, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. My name is Hlulani, the Tsonga Prince from South Africa. If you haven't subscribed, guys, please subscribe. To all my returning subscribers, I just want to say thank you to everyone around the world. I hope you see why we're fighting here. We are not xenophobic. You see what we're fighting for here. So guys, wherever you are, all my returning subscribers, all to my new subscribers, please keep on subscribing, like the video, share the video. We need to spread love, but we cannot allow illegal people to come and take over our country, to come and take over our economy. So guys, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I just want to tell you, wherever you are, I love you, man. Peace. See you on my next video, man. Sharp, sharp.